Today we're driving the 2025 Toyota Tundra with the TRD Rally package. Now, I'm quite a fan of this truck because it doesn't cost $70,000 or $80,000. The Rally package is based on an SR5, which starting price on that is around 51 grand. The package itself is about $8,600, but it includes some really nice stuff from the TRD Pro for a whole lot less money. Let's start it up, walk you guys around it, and we'll talk about what it's been like to live with and drive this week. We've got a bright red TRD engine start-stop button. This nice looking TRD steering wheel, shifter. We've got multi-terrain select, crawl control, 2-speed transfer case, locking rear differential, Bilstein dampers, and a 32-gallon extended range fuel tank, along with some aesthetic stuff. We've got the classic Toyota red, orange, yellow, and the stitching on the dashboard, big 14-inch touchscreen. This has the 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6, so not the iForce Max, just the standard iForce engine. Again, I don't know if we've really driven a Tundra with this base engine, and it feels great. 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic. This one's painted in celestial silver. Look at that. The yellow, orange, red theme is a little bit much. They might have overdone it a tad, but they're just stickers. You could always peel them off. No running boards. We get a set of Michelin LTX Trail all-terrain tires. They say they're all-terrain tires. They look like highway terrain tires with some more aggressive sidewall to me, but that's okay. Those are in 265/70 R18s. Power operated tailgate, standard size bed. This one has the bed mat down here, which does make this not seem as tall of a bed as some of the competition. Got some nice tie down hooks right here though. And let's see, this is not the hybrid, so it doesn't have a ton of power, but still 120 volts, 400 watts of bed power from the outlet there. Very nice. And look at that, Toyota loves a powered tailgate. In the back, some more contrast stitching, nice big grab handle, tons of room in the back of this Tundra. You can just stretch out and be very, very comfortable back here. A couple USB ports, more outlets, 120 volt, 400 watt. Nice interior. For $62,000, this is quite a lot of truck. You also get some skid plating underneath. There's that electronically locking rear differential down there, extended range fuel tank. Might be able to get a view of the Bilstein dampers as well. There they are, nice and blue. Wheels look pretty good. Again, center caps painted in the yellow, orange, red. TRD exhaust too. Let's see if we can hear that, and we'll pop the hood. All right. Hood struts. Fuel economy is rated at 17 city, 22 highway. This week we've averaged about 18 miles to the gallon, and that includes some filming with a lot of full throttle runs and winding road video action. You guys know the deal. It's actually a pretty decent fuel economy. Again, you probably don't need the iForce Max. This should still tow about 11,200 pounds. And this also weighs significantly less than the TRD Pro package with that iForce Max powertrain. Throw some 37s on here, and you're golden. All right, so it's been a little while since we've driven a Tundra. We've got a center console here with lots of storage options. This has always been pretty rattly. This week, this has been okay. It works out. No wireless charging here, which I'm completely fine with. You've got a nice spot here for you and your passenger to put your phones, cup holders, water bottle holders. All of your drive modes are right here, Sport, Normal, and Eco. And then, of course, there's a bunch of off-road modes. You get heated seats, adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist, lane centering, all that good stuff. The bass audio system, which is still quite decent in this Tundra. And the biggest CarPlay screen. It's actually kind of nice because you can see a little bit more than you would normally browsing through your apps and what have you. It does have a Google-based native navigation system, but other than CarPlay and Android Auto, there isn't really a whole lot to do in this infotainment, which is fine. It's simple. There's physical buttons and controls for everything else. Your climate, your locking rear differentials to lower your tailgate, turn off traction control. Show us your parking cameras. Look at that. Very nice. For out the door at $62,442, this is shaping up to be quite a nice looking truck. Let's go and drive it and see how it is on the road. Visibility here seems a little bit better without those two bulges from the iForce Max powertrain hood. Again, I think we've only driven the TRD Pro and the Capstone versions of the new Tundra. 10-speed auto is very smooth. And this 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6 has good response. It's nice and torquey. It's pretty quiet. Supposedly all Tundras after the 2024 model year have had their engine issues resolved. Time will tell to see if that's actually the case, but so far newer trucks seem to be pretty reliable. Haven't heard of too many problems. Good turning radius. This thing is still a behemoth. It's a beast. But this does seem like a little bit more honest and simple of an interpretation, which I like. There's no sunroof. The seats are comfortable. The leather's nice. Decent amount of adjustment here. You get lumbar. Steering wheel is huge. A lot of turns lock to lock. But it rides decently on these Bilstein dampers. Good amount of adjustability here with the steering wheel. Lots of tilting and telescoping capability. Visors, big, they slide. What else do you need? It's pretty quick too. Brakes require quite a bit of pedal force. Let's pause here a sec. Go into sport mode. Turning in on these Michelin LTX tires. Not a lot of intrusion from stability control. That's good. Quarters decently well. It's pretty flat. And again, power here is excellent. There's even a little bit of turbo whistle at mid to half throttle. User interface ergonomics are all quite nice. We've got big buttons here on the steering wheel to easily change our cruise control settings, engage things, cancel things. You guys probably can't see any of it right now because of how bright the sun is, but we'll show you again when we turn around. Even these Michelin LTX tires are very quiet. Barely any tire and road noise from them. Definitely wouldn't be my first all-terrain tire, but they should have good tread life and decent fuel economy. I'm liking this standard iForce powertrain. Throttle calibration feels good. No engine stop-start getting in the way here as much as I thought it might. There's a button to turn that off, but it hasn't really turned on much for me at all this week. Let's head off-road. Let's see if this thing can actually rally. There's engine stop-start. Comes on immediately. Put us into sport mode here. Can we lock the rear diff? And too high? We cannot. Will the Tundra TRD Rally rally? A little bit. It's definitely got the power for it. I do wish Toyota would give us paddle shifters or at least a little bit more manual control with their trucks. There's a lot of wheel spin with basically an open differential until you lock it in off-road modes. Probably only you can do that in four-wheel drive. Alright guys, well there's a drive in the new Toyota Tundra with the TRD Rally package. I think it's pretty well priced, honestly, for what this thing is. I like that you don't have to pay the iForce Max Premium. You get to save about $10,000, $12,000 there, which is nice. And you get a lot of off-road bits that you would otherwise only get in the TRD Pro. I'm liking this TRD Rally package. Some of the stickers are maybe a little bit much, a little bit too gaudy and flashy, but again, you could always kind of pull some of those off. I like the interior treatment. The steering wheel is really nice. The shifter looks good. The actual off-road bits with the Bilstein dampers, the skid plating, the rear diff lock, the multi-terrain select and crawl control are all fantastic. You've got really nice stitching in here, and I appreciate that you also get an extended range 32-gallon fuel tank. We've driven this quite a bit already this week, and a little bit under half a tank. We still have 180 miles till empty. So overall, impressed with this package. Let's walk you guys around it one more time, and that'll be a wrap for this video. I'm sure some drivers might want a set of running boards. You can always find some in the aftermarket. Looks good in this celestial silver too. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoy these videos, you can support the channel, or at least help support the channel even more by becoming a channel member. You'll get early access to videos before they go live to the general public, and priority reply in the comments, among some other things. Click on the join link under the channel name to see what it offers. It's only $3 a month. I appreciate you guys watching, whether you're a member, a subscriber, or just a random viewer. Thanks again. We'll see you guys in the next video.